first time being in front row. Wow, thanks, Jeff. Great seats.
What was Jeff Keighley doing behind backstage to get this woman some front row seats for the Game Awards, man? I'm telling you, man, the only people was crying was y'all because y'all were having your butt cheeks open. Like, for real, man. Let's just be honest, man. I mean, what was Jeff Keighley doing just so he can get Astrobot to get Game of the Year, man? And then you Sony ponies go as far to say, oh, the Black Myth Wukong developers are salty. You know, you try to tell me you can't tell the difference between a Chinese person, man? I mean, God, you would think that with these type of eyes you got on, that you'd be able to tell the difference between these different types of Chinese people. But instead you said, oh, I see they're crying right now. That happens to be the Black Myth Wukong developers in the front row seats with me. No, that was the same team that won the Game of the Year, but yet you guys for some reason think all Chinese people look the same.
But being in the front row means that you can see all of the actually important people.
You can't see anything, bro. You out here lied to the gaming community, man. And for all the simps out here that give this woman credit, oh, she plays games. She works for the gaming industry, bro. I don't care about any of that, bro. Because you know why? A lot of these PlayStation fanboys have nothing but agendas. I don't care if she has a Pokemon Charizard shirt. That still doesn't go against the point that she literally lied and had all these gaming journalists talk about how the Black Myth Wukong creators was crying. The only people that was crying was you when you was backstage getting these front row seats.
So, next to me was the whole Sony team. Frankly, that's probably why they put me there, was because when they came in the seat, that was with Sony, so...
I mean, the fix was in, man. Sony promised Black Myth to win Game of the Year. They're like, hey, man, make sure this game doesn't drop on Xbox, man. Make up some lies, talk about how the Series S is holding it back, and look how you guys threw this man underneath the dirt, bro. You see, developers are gonna more likely want to work with Xbox because they just go about business differently, man. The fact that you guys are using Square, you're using the Black Myth Wukong, you even went as far to use Baldur's Gate 3. All just so you could push this garbage platform. Let's just be honest, man. The PS5 is desperate. They know they ain't got no games. They know they ain't got no roadmap. And all they want to do is take away the fun out of everybody else because they ain't got nothing to play. Every time PlayStation fans have nothing to play, they always act like this. Y'all did the same thing during the PS3 generation. 360 ain't got no games. Oh, why you gotta pay for online? Why you gotta do all this all the time? You know, this is what they do, bro. They're desperate. They'll do anything for views. But why would you go as far to lie on the Black Myth Wukong developer just so you could push an agenda? Like, what is wrong with you people?
I was excited that I could see all of the nominees and awards winners.
You couldn't see anything, man. All you seen was Chinese, and you said to yourself, they all look the same to me. Matter of fact, I had to go get myself some Chinese food today just so I could celebrate Astrobot and Black Myth Wukong being some of the best two Chinese games that we've had all year. Games to the other one's Japanese. What do you... I guess I ain't any different.
Black Myth Wukong team, I don't know which person on the team.
Yeah, you see that? She don't know which person, man, because she think they all look the same, man. She's seen a certain group of eyes and like, oh, that must be them crying. Oh yeah, see? Wow, let's run with this on the internet and tell people how it was the Black Myth creators and let's tell people and run with this lie.
Crying when Astrobot got Game of the Year.
Oh really?
Astrobot!
The only person I was crying was Jeff Keighley behind backstage getting back shots just so he can get Astrobot Game of the Year, man. You guys know that you snubbed Black Myth Wukong and that game should have won, bro. Even the gaming community has started to take notice, bro. There's no way possible that Astrobot should have won. Okay? The game should even been nominated as family game. Have you guys noticed the categories that they had? The Black Myth creator was right about everything he said about y'all, man. This was all staged. Jeff Keighley was out here taking back shots backstage, giving all his Sony employees front row seats. Look at this. They're not crying.
The Wukong team was crying.
Oh, really? Wow. They were crying. Jeff Keighley was crying when he was getting his you know what taken out, bro. You know what, man? I have lost all respect for PlayStation fans, man. The fact that you guys run with some of the biggest agendas in this community goes to show you that I just don't like the direction of PlayStation because you work for this company, and that probably explains as to why a lot of their titles are just woke. I'm sorry, man. I'm not supporting a PlayStation title. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go buy. I don't even care for Black Myth Wukong, but I'm gonna go buy the game for $70 just so I can spite every single one of you losers that went out there and pick up Astrobot and only 1.5 million bought that game. You people ain't nothing but a disgrace to the gaming community, man. I do not care about any future PlayStation exclusives coming out, man. I'm gonna look forward more to those Xbox games.
Along comes influencer slash journalist who does the exact same thing, but you're not seeing IGN or Kotaku or Game Informer writing articles about how that journalist messed up.
Yeah, and the only reason as to why they want to put this game down just so they can bring Astrobot up, bro. Nobody cared about that game, not even the PlayStation fanboys themselves. I mean, you've had people attack the Black Myth creator saying, oh, you're just salty, you're mad. Bro, this is all PlayStation fanboys do, man. They want people to feel proud about what they're doing. You guys are some of the biggest fake gamers I've ever seen in this community, man. To go as far to lie on this great man's name. Bro, this man outsold your game. What they say about Xbox? 13-1, and you people still complain and talking about, yeah, we deserve that game of the year. No, you did not. No, you did not. Black Myth Wukong should have won. You people know it, man. You told that man, do not make that game for Xbox. Make up a lie, talk about how the Series S is holding it back as to how you can't port that game on that platform right away. And you're gonna sit there and do this to this man? Really? All you guys are gonna do is have more developers want to work with Microsoft just because of how they go about business. This is ridiculous. Why are you people lying so much?
And how much they may have hurt the reputation of those developers. Of course you're not going to hear it. This is why you should never feel bad about all the shit that gets flung towards journalists. Never treat them as fair as you would treat anyone else. Because they've already got more support and more people ready to cover up for them than you for in easy mode in Dark Souls by claiming that if parents have kids, that is a situational disability and there should be a mode to toggle for that. The hell are you?
I mean that is the definition of a casual, bro. And the funny thing is, I've addressed Alanah Pearce before, and I've had a lot of her simps attack me, even in my own comment section, bro. I told you, bro, she ain't nothing but a corporate fraud, bro. And the fact that you guys still follow her channel because she got a nice face and a nice body, well, to be honest with you, she looked pretty average to me. I'd go as far to say a 3 out of 10. I think I've seen GameStop employees look better, but it ain't none of you guys simping for them. You know why? Because they ain't got no money in their wallets. Like, what is wrong with you people, man? You gotta start listening to the Popsicle Man because what he's telling you is right.
Talking about you've been ranting. What's going on? All right, Black Myth Wukong. Like I've said many times in other videos, my favorite game of the year did not get Game of the Year or Game Direction of the Year. Instead, those of the year speech 2 years ago already. The team was crying when Astrobot won Game of the Year.
And the funny thing is, you had all these people on Twitter posting Astrobot gameplay out of nowhere. But when the game came out, ain't none of y'all were posting that then, man. I'm telling you, man, PlayStation fanboys only do things for show. They don't really care about the platform, man. They want people to be salty about things that they don't even care about themselves.
In an upset way, brah.
And the Black Myth Wukong team, I don't know which person on the team, was crying when Astrobot got the MVP. As you can see, I'm just looking down the line, which is the first time I've ever seen anything like that, because generally everyone is like, game loss doesn't matter that much, but yeah, the Wukong team...
All just so you can hype up this PlayStation game, man. I'm telling you, man, this should be a wake-up call for any developer that wants to make a game a time exclusive to the PlayStation 5 platform, bro. For real, bro. I'm telling you, the people that run PlayStation ain't nothing but a bunch of fanboys themselves, bro. I mean, just look at the way Matt Cerny looks, bro. Even your people don't even look presentable.
Crying when they did not win, which is definitely unusual. Clearly meant a lot to them.
You know, a part of her was getting off to that story. Anyone who's a diehard PlayStation fanatic gets off to the idea of a story like
Yeah,
that.
and Jeff Keighley got off, having his cheeks busted in by one of the people that runs the Game Awards. I mean, it is what it is, Popsicle, man. This is what ponies have to do, man. If it's that important for you guys to get that much of a victory over your competition to the point where you're bending down and essentially, I mean, Xbox gamers might be bending the knee, but we ain't bending them cheeks, if you know what I mean.
Not Pyro, though. Not through
Like,
this,
come
dude.
on,
Pyro's
man.
actually a cool PlayStation dude. But other PlayStation fanatics, diehards, oh yeah, that idea, that gets them off. Even more so if it's being told out of a pretty little face like Alanah's. You know what I mean? I guess this is the result of hashtag believe all women. As a matter of fact, the CEO is actually laughing.
Bruh, look at this, man. They actually out here laughing, talking about, that game did not deserve that. I mean, come on, man. You ponies gotta stop lying to everybody, man. People are starting to notice it, bro. You guys lie about Xbox, you lie about PC. I mean, you guys even go as far to lie about even your own platforms, bro. Stop lying about themselves, man. That game only sold 1.5 million, and they're using this little petty game of the year to say, well, it doesn't matter. It's still one of the best games that came out this year, when they know it's not even well-deserved.
Now, we have to keep in mind, this is all but like 2
That's
seconds.
why your game didn't win players' choice of who do you think is playing these games? The players. Matter of fact, I go as far to say that Black Myth Wukong won the most important award out of this little thing they had going on. Y'all won what? Y'all should have won Kids' Choice Awards with that game.
Being shown of the announcement. We don't see their faces during the rest of Astrobox Win, so Alanah has a way out, but from what I'm gathering, there's more evidence to suggest they never did cry at all. And there's more evidence to suggest Alanah actually mistook them until we get more footage released of this side of the audience. During that moment,
they weren't crying, man. I mean, these ponies gotta find anything, man. It's like them rubbing salt into the wound for Tonga. This is what they have to do. Like, they have to find themselves. They know that 2024, including 2025, are gonna be some pretty awful years for PlayStation, and this is their way to say, yeah, we got one over you guys, bro. You didn't get nothing, bro. Your people didn't even buy the game. Like, what's wrong with you PlayStation fanboys, man? It's getting to the point where you guys are more hyped up for Indiana Jones than you was for Astrobot.
We'll never really have a conclusive answer, but to me, it would definitely seem like Alanah saw some developers crying that she assumed were the Black Myth.
All because they look Chinese, man. That's crazy, bro. You know what's funny, man? Like, I actually had Chinese food today, and the guy that delivered it, he started crying for some reasons, man. And the only reason why I approached him, I said, you must be mad because Black Myth Wukong did not win the Game Awards. Like, that's how petty these PlayStation fanboys would be. That they would literally order Chinese food and tell the Chinaman that comes to their door with their food and say, oh, well, you're looking pretty awful today. You must be mad that Astrobot won the Game Awards, huh? And they ain't leaving no tip either.
Wukong doesn't just ran with it in her video.
Yeah, all because she got a pretty face, man. You know what, man? This is why I try to tell you guys. You guys need to wake up, bro. These are the type of women that you simp for. These are the type of women that get you in trouble. Call the cops on you, say that you did something, and you didn't do nothing, bro. Stay far away, man. Unsubscribe, man. For real. Get out of the dark side, bro.
To a lot of people actually believing her, including gaming journalists who took advantage of this moment.
Which is unfortunate because a lot of the stuff that was said in these articles was not true, but yet all you people want to talk about Matt Journey, Tom Henderson, Paul Tassi.
To slander the developers.
Paul Tassi, Tom Henderson said PlayStation 5 getting on Xbox games. Paul Tassi.
More.
Tom Henderson.
What it is about the Western gaming journalists. What do they have against Black Myth Wukong? My God, because let me tell you.
They don't like it because it ain't woke.
Then went on
it's a successful game, like I said, that wasn't woke. Like the majority of these PlayStation games.
Articles about how salty the developer was that they lost.
I'm not supporting PlayStation games, man. I mean, we're gonna have to have an apology from you, Alanah Pearce, if you guys want me to ever support a PlayStation exclusive again. Because like I said, man, this is so unheard of. This was so unhinged from the PlayStation community, man. I think it deserves an apology, or I'm going to put my foot down and not buy any of your exclusive games anymore. It is what it is, bro. Yes, it's definitely getting that personal for me, because this is the type of stuff that is ruining the gaming industry. This stuff has to stop. You don't hear from Xbox. You don't hear from Nintendo, dudes. You don't even hear this type of stuff coming out of PC fanboys. There's all this type of garbage is coming from what, guys? The main audience that we always talk about, PlayStation fanboys.
And the way they went on to grossly misrepresent what the developer was actually saying really shouldn't
It's
shock
disgusting.
you, because this is what the gaming media has always been about. But it makes you question, what is it that this studio is doing to make them public enemy number one for you? Because just like
especially when it was the main game they were using to bash Xbox. Have you guys noticed that they be using a lot of these so-called quote-unquote timed exclusive? Baldur's Gate 3. Even this game, Black Myth Wukong, which all happen to do better on PC than they did on console. But still, you guys use this game to bash Xbox. Now knowing that these games are coming to the other platforms, now they want to sit there and throw it under the bus and talk about how it's garbage and how Astro Bot is more fun. But you weren't saying that before. You weren't saying that before. You were saying that this game sold 10 million on your console. But now all of a sudden, when it's a PlayStation IP, you people, you ponies feel like you need to represent.
Got some of these articles that were written the minute Alanah claimed that she saw the developers burst out in tears over losing. Black Myth Wukong dev was crying and upset.
Look
after
at this.
Astro Bot.
Bro, I'm not supporting no PlayStation game after this, man. I need a real apology from the PlayStation community in regards to this. Alanah, Pearce, and several others that ran with these narratives need to sit there and tell people, hey, I was wrong. I lied. I misjudged the situation. I looked at the Chinese dude handing out the drinks and thought it was the guy that worked on Black Myth. I thought all Chinese people looked the same. I mean, just be honest. Because, there's no reason for how you could make this mistake, bro. Like, for real, man. We got even subtle racism with this. It's ridiculous, man. Black Myth Wukong should have won, and the way you people acted afterwards shows and indicates that, because you people ain't happy with this game. Y'all try to rub salt into this dude's wound like as if he was really crying, and all you people was doing was running with false narratives like you always do. That is typical behavior from the PlayStation fanboy community.
One game of the year.
That's all they do.
Wukong developers reportedly cried as Astro Bot won Game of the Year at the Game Awards. Black Myth Wukong director tearfully calls out the Game Awards. I came for nothing. Black Myth.
It should say Black Myth Wukong got snubbed because Jeff Keighley got his butt cheeks taken out. That's what it should say. Game Awards 2024, man. That's what it should say. Black Myth Wukong devs upset about Jeff Keighley being, from behind, doing backstage deals from behind the Game Awards. Black Myth got snubbed.
Wukong devs were crying after losing at the Game
That's
Awards
what it should say. That's what it should
Black
say.
Myth
Black Myth Wukong claims bias after Jeff Keighley did some questionable things backstage to get his game of the year. That's what it should say. That's what these articles should say.
Wukong team reportedly cried after losing Game of the Year. Black Myth Wukong dev was crying.
See? Yep. False narratives, man. Thanks for Tonga for exposing that. Like I said, even when I first heard this news, I didn't really dig deep. And even I thought that was pretty questionable. But like I said, it's nice to have some closure on that. But hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. These PlayStation fanboys have nothing for this year. And they had nothing for next year. So it is what it is, man. Just go out there and enjoy your games like it's supposed to. Take care. Peace out.